Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris with Kristen's Crafts, and I know it's been a very long time since I've been on. I've been kind of taking a scrappy hiatus. So I thought today I would just hop on and share a little bit of what I've been up to, and then I'll let you know that tomorrow we will be starting our build page series for August, and it is my intention to partake in it. So you should be seeing that rolling out. I'm not sure. Shannon, I know, has been very busy with work, so I don't know what her plans are going to be. I believe Christy is talking about taking part in it. Moira, I believe, will be doing it as well. Sheila, I haven't heard that she's not, and I believe Jen is as well. I know it's been a summer and everyone's been busy with their lives and things, and so we will all come and go with that series. And it's one of those no pressure kind of things that, we don't want to just put out content for the sake of content. We want to be able to inspire you. And if we're in a place where we're not feeling it, I don't just want to dial it in. I want to actually be able to provide you with something, a motivation. So that's kind of where I've been in my life. On the good news, my son and daughter-in-law did have their baby. He's now a month old. We had a little boy. So excited with that. I've just been doing some summer activities. My husband and I took a small trip up to Wisconsin, and work has been busy. So just kind of doing things. I've caught up, like I did a few of my Vicky Booten classes and kind of got caught up with those. But I've been doing a little bit of the crafting. I've been doing has been more for me and not for content. And I've kind of needed that little bit of a break. So I thought I'd kind of share some of it. I'm not going to share in depth because it's personal. But for example, I've gotten into my Bible journal, and I've done a few things in that I won't share because that's my personal beliefs, and that's true to me. Another thing that I've gotten into is I've been trying to get back into my COVID-19 traveler's notebook. So I did add a few pages in. I'm not sure what I've shared. So like I did the timeline of, up through May of things that happened, and just a timeline of how the virus progressed. I have we did a party in our backyard with my parents. We did outside socializing. We had a birthday party for a family member. We had, I did some yard. So we made a little bar in our backyard on our deck out of a pallet. I lost my step-nephew to suicide back in May of 2020, so I wrote about him and his family. And again, I had some crafty items, so I don't know what all I've shared in here, but I did pick this up and at least got it through May. I have some more pictures and things that are ready to go. I just haven't done. Another thing that I have been dabbling in, I went ahead and got from We Are Memories Keeper the bookbinding kit for making traveler's notebooks. And so I wanted to try my hand at it because, you can tell when you're looking at a traveler's notebook, they're not really anything tricky. So what I did was on Amazon, I got some heavier stock dotted grid paper. And then I went in and found one of my paper pads that I haven't used for a while and cut that down. And I did every other page was scrapbook paper or the dotted grid paper. And so it's giving me places that I can go in and either have like a colorful background page, or I can do journaling and have a basic, kind of a look to it. And it's kind of cool. I'm happy with how it turned out. And then I used the bookbinding with wax thread and poked the holes, and then went ahead and stitched the binding. And I'm really happy with how that turned out. And so I may do that more often and just make my own. And I'm finding it's a way to use your crafty supplies that you have and just make your own books. So that was one of the things that I've done off camera. Now this, I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. And what I've ended up making is a book about all of the pets, and not just the pets that my husband and I and our kids have had, but also pets that I consider to be family members, my mom and dad's pets, my sister's, pets, my brothers. So I'm going through and just documenting some of our furry family members. And so I just wrote a little page about, what the intent is of the book, whether it be, writing about our rabbits, the hamsters, the guinea pigs through our lives. And I've just started going through and looking at some of our older family members that we've lost. So this was a cat that we had back when my daughter was little. So this was 30 years ago. This is Rascal. And I just wrote a little bit about her and found a couple photos of her. And back then, we were using photography that wasn't digital. So, you got the best photos you could get. This was about my mom and their dog, Murphy, and the story of how he got his name and where he came from, and just a little bit about Murph, Smurfy Murphy, as I used to call him. And they used to camp in the camper next to us. So every weekend we'd see Mom and Dad and Murphy. So again, little brother. This is our little girl baby that passed within the last year. And so just wrote about how sweet she was and found a good photo of her. Then we have Bud, who is my current cat, and he's getting up there in years. So I just wrote about him. He is my co-worker from work from home. We go to work every day together, and he's now my little needy guy. So when you hear the meowing in the background, that's him. And this is my Joey. Joey passed away several years ago. Still miss him dearly. We had adopted him when he was a puppy, and he lived to be about 12, 13 years old. Ended up dying of cancer. I don't know if you can see here. He's got a tumor on the side of his neck. So this is the last Christmas we had with him, and he was a good boy. I used to call him, he was my good child. And then that's the last one that I've scrapbooked. And then I have other photos that I've already printed that I'll end up putting in here. So like this is my brother-in-law with two of their dogs. This is Bella. And then this dog here is Harley. And Harley had been my brother's dog. And after he passed away, Mike and Bonnie took in Harley. So I'm going to document about them. And then we have, these are my two oldest grandkids. So this is Dylan and Preston when they were a little bit littler. But this is their dog, Kenna, so one of my granddogs. And then I have a whole bunch of my bear. This is Bear when he was a puppy. This is my son's dog, and we kidnapped him after work one day. We just showed up at Kevin's house and loaded him in the car and took him home. And so I kind of wore him out and played with him. So here's that same day, me and Bear playing in the backyard. We babysat him a few times, so we had taken him out to our camper, so that's just him at the camper. And then this is his sister, Lucy, my other granddog. And so just a picture of them in front of the tree. And then we have a picture of my daughter-in-law and my son with both Lucy and Bear. This is one of my other newest granddogs. This is Lola. She was adopted by my daughter and her family when Kenna and their other dog Casper passed away. And then they now have Boomer as well. And so Grandma was babysitting Boomer and Lola one weekend. And so, of course, I've got to take photos for the book. So that's kind of another project that I've kind of worked on behind the scenes. I may do some on the channel, I don't know. Another thing I've been sticking with, which I'm very happy for, and I know I've shared on my channel, is this is my We Are Memory Keeper calendar. And I found that I am not a planner girl. I cannot write down and do planner stuff and write what I'm doing in my life I've tried several times and failed miserably. But right now what I am doing is I am succeeding because I am actually using pictures to document week by week what we've done in our life. So here, like in January, I did, with my Epson printer, I did a collage page of all the things I did that month. Like I started my Weight Watchers. I went to a scrapbook retreat with one group of friends, and then I did another scrapbook retreat with another group of friends. My husband had a medical procedure, my daughter-in-law and the baby bump, and my grandson had a school concert. So it's like a quick snapshot of things that we've done. And then each week we go in and I just do photos of what we've been doing and then just document a little bit on each month or each week of the month, things that we've done. So like here I did a Vicky Boutin class, or worked on a Vicky Boutin class. Here's I went to crops and I have a picture of the room. And sometimes we have a lot of stuff, and like this week we didn't have a lot. So it depends. Like here I did the Mad About Mini Pad series. I got a promotion at work, so I wrote about that. I went out to breakfast with a group of friends. One of our friends passed away, so I have the little obituary right up in there. Here again, we have the baby bump, the kids playing in the snow, my husband's procedure. Christmas in January I participated in, so I did the thumbnail in there. And then we move into February, where I went out to eat with friends, went out to a hot chocolate festival. We had the Super Bowl. We did our fire department chili, another day out with friends. So this is kind of what I've been keeping up with throughout the year. So it's something, you know, if you're not a planner, but you like kind of the snapshot, it's all the photos that you don't want to go and do a whole 12 by 12 on, but it kind of is a snapshot of your life. So like here I went to the car wash, so I just snapped a photo while sitting in my car inside of the car wash. Here I did a tip-in of going out and having pizza with the girlfriends. Here we did our Yeti Fest, and so it's just some candid photos of us going and doing the hot chocolate Yeti Fest, a little bit of our food, some snapshots of the Super Bowl and talking about that. Valentine's Day, my husband and I went to Applebee's, so we did some fun photos and did that. But then there was nothing else going on that month, so I just filled it in. And then I talked about, like I took a vacation day. My sister had a birthday, but I didn't have a picture of it, so I just added things here and there into there. Here we had a lot more. We had our chili dinner. So I have a lot of candid photos from that dinner. We had, my brother, it was his, heavenly birthday. And so we sent flowers to my mom. So I have pictures of the flowers that we sent to her for Brian's birthday. And then, so it's just those little things that you don't think of documenting. I've started adding in, like, I met with Shannon from She's Crafty. My sister and I, she was in the area, and so we met up and went to an Asian garden together and then went out to eat. So I've got a picture of us when we went out to dinner together and some of the snapshots from the gardens. Wrote about meeting up with her and how wonderful it was. I had a card one of my friends sent me just as a, hey, thinking about you kind of a card. And she makes cute cards, so I added that in. We had some baseball. And then we have a really important, we had the Canadian wildfires, so I documented, and did the weather alert about the air quality and just documented that. Got a package from Lil by mail, And so I documented that. 4th of July week, you know, you have to have your corn dog and cheese curd photo, and the stand that's next to our house on the 4th of July. And then we had, well, this is gonna need some more adhesive. Let me add a little. Then we also had, my daughter-in-law's sister was pregnant at the same time, so I have a baby bump photo of the two of them together, pregnant with both of their little boys. And here, the highlight of July is going to be that we welcomed Everett into the world. So here we had 4th of July and some shots of 4th of July. And then we had a busy week because we welcomed Everett John into the world. And then we had some bad weather, so there was like a rainbow that came through. Some babies from the zoo, because I was all about the babies. And so our local zoo got a new baby porcupine. And then last year when we went to the zoo up in Madison, they had a new baby orangutan, and this is his 1-year picture. And that little baby belly on the orangutan is just adorable, so I threw that in. I'm reading the book Spare, and then we've been watching on Hulu The Great and Outlander, so I just kind of documented that stuff. And then I put my visitor's pass in here from going up and seeing Everett. And then I have more of baby Everett in here. So I just made a flip of him with me holding him and his baby picture. And then I just put it with a little clip to hold it together. And then on the other side, it was my birthday. So we got together with my mom and dad and before my birthday because we were going to be out of town. So I have a candid photo of them in the restaurant we went to. I splurged on Amazon Prime Days and got myself an Instax Mini Evo, which is really, really cool. And you'll see I've got some of these Polaroids in here. So I was testing it out and took a picture of the cat and threw it in here. Also put the Amazon Prime Day photo along with the trampoline that we bought for the boys as a joint birthday gift. So they were excited to receive that. You know, funny jokes. You guys might find that funny, but I thought it was funny. I look at some people and really thinking that's the sperm that won. It cracks me up. So I'll put that stuff in there just to highlight. Again, my birthday, so I put the highlights of my birthday in here and then more baby pictures of Everett. I got a card from my friend, so I took a picture of that because it's 3D, so it won't fit in. Another friend gave me some flower roses and a cup. And then we lost a dear friend. My niece-in-law, her mother passed away the day before she gave birth to her baby. And so, yeah, it was a sad and happy time. So we love Caitlin, adored Andrea, and it was sad to say goodbye to her. Cancer sucks. Let's just say that. On my birthday, we went over and I got to hold Everett, which can't do much better than baby snuggles. The boys got their trampolines, so I got pictures of them on their trampoline. We went away for the weekend up to Wisconsin, and so my husband and I went the one day to the Circus World Museum. It's where Barnum and Bailey they actually started kind of their museum. So it's got like the world's largest collection of circus wagons. They do a parade every year. And this is the last year they will actually have wild elephants or live elephants on the property. They're being retired, and they will be going to, I believe they said, Oklahoma at the end of the season, where they are going to live in a sanctuary and live out the rest of their days. So this was the last time we were able to see them actually perform. And so wanted to document, so I put the brochure in there. I picked up a couple of the postcards, and so used that as tip-ins, and have a picture of like the elephants and the trapeze artist. Another one of just an elephant, like one of those Barnum and Bailey, the big flyers they used to hang up, the artwork. And then I just took candid shots of us inside there. And then my niece-in-law and my nephew had their baby girl, so we welcomed her, and I have pictures of her. I have pictures of my grandsons going to Hot Wheel cars, monster truck. They got that for Christmas from my son and daughter-in-law as a gift, so I've got pictures of them at the monster trucks with their friends. I have another picture of my grandson Carter with their chicken, and my other son Michael and his girlfriend Melissa. And so put that in there, and just kind of decorated the page by like tearing and adding like the map of the circus world in here. Some more pictures. Here's pictures of us up at my, this used to be my mother-in-law's cabin, and Dan's sister and husband purchased it from her, done a ton of work on it, and made it absolutely stunning. So we went up for the weekend and stayed up there at the cabin with them. And so while we were there, my husband did a few repairs on like the deck and things like that, and helped them out. Rebuilt some of the steps. They had one board that had fallen through that he fixed up, and then hung some things on the front of the house, and did little odds and end repairs. Ate great the whole weekend. And then there's a campground down the road, so we went to the campground and we did a meat raffle, and all four of us won. I don't know how we did it, but there's a picture of our haul. And so those are the kinds of things that I like. It's a fun snapshot of, wow, what a busy week we had with everything, you know, a baby being born, some family members off and about. Here's Tyler and Caitlin and their son Archer on the way to, before they went to the hospital. Just a fun glimpse of life, you know. And then again, more photos of, you know, the granddogs, the grandson. They had family photos taken. Sweet corn stand opened up, so he got his first opportunity to sell sweet corn with his other grandparents and his mom and dad. We babysat. My daughter and her husband had their 10-year wedding anniversary, so I put a picture of their wedding in there, and then we babysat that night and did some fun things. We had them playing at the house. We went for golf cart ride around town, out to the restaurant in town and to the park. And so just fun. They're starting football, so we got their mean look football stuff. So I'm sorry I'm babbling, but this is one of the things that I've been working on that has been making me happy. I just haven't filmed it. And then I've been journaling, and I've never liked journaling before. It's one of those things where I'll start it, and then like I'll do one day and I'm like, oh, I'm going to journal. And then I do it 1 or 2 days, and then you go for weeks without touching it again, or months or years. What I found is that if you put stickers and washi tape in it and pictures, all of a sudden it's fun. So again, I'm not going to stop and like really hone in, because I do write personal things in here. But here, I can show you like this. I'm learning more about journaling. So like one of the things that journaling does is they have what's called a commonplace journal, where you journal and you put, like if you're reading a book and you learn something new from that book, you can document it in there. I just had made a order on Temu and got a bunch of washi tape and some stickers and things. And so I went in, I got some markers, so I tested the markers out. It was just a test of Temu to find out how I liked it. Very cool. Jury's still out on it. I have placed a couple orders, but my last order, I ended up ordering like a journaling bag to keep some of this wrangled in and be able to take it to crops. And the bag was full of bugs. So I don't know if I'd recommend clothing or cloth, just because, no offense to anyone if you're from China watching this, but it's known to have that happen going through the factories and whatever. So they refunded my money, but I don't necessarily want to bring bed bugs into my home. So, jury's still out. Stickers and washi tape and fun stuff like that, and markers and pens, the prices are phenomenal. I bought a lot of like washi stickers and things that I've been using in my journal here, just to try and jazz it up. And I'm really having fun with it. The other thing that I'm finding that I'm enjoying lately is I'm trying my hand at the letter writing, or doing brush writing. So I'm starting out with my days of the week and seeing how I do with that. And yeah, I'm pretty pleased. But you know, a lot of pictures of the babies and things like that, and just adding stickers and watercolors and whatever, and all of a sudden it's fun to write in the book. So and now I'm decorating the outside as well. So that is what I've been up to. So I just wanted to share that. I will be out tomorrow with Build-A-Page. I think we're going to be doing baby photos, so that I haven't made one layout of the baby yet. So I am going to do baby photos and see if I can get a few layouts in for Everett. I feel bad, I haven't really worked on Carter. Next weekend, I am going on a scrapbooking retreat, and I'm not bringing any scrapbooking stuff with me. I'm actually just bringing my computer and my hard drive and going to organize photos on there. And then I document, I document in this journal, in this composition book, I document like the pictures that I've taken, and as I organize, I have the dates and the events, and I have it by year. It's kind of how the folders are in the book. So I'm going to work on this. I'm working on 2017, so I'm way behind on organizing my hard drives. So I'm going to bring that and work on that. And then I may bring my Epson printer, and if I get bored of doing this, I may try and just print some of the photos. I also thought about maybe bringing Everett's book and just like printing photos and putting them in the page protectors, and like organizing the album so that when I go to make a page, I know I have the picture right there and what I want. Haven't thought that far ahead if I even want to get that bold, but that's kind of me in a nutshell. I'm sorry again that you guys haven't seen me. I have a video I made a month and a half ago on my phone, and I just haven't done the voiceover for it. Maybe I'll try and get that up as well. But yeah, hopefully things are going to turn around and I'll just get in a better frame of mind. Like I said, right now I've been kind of creative. I just have been creative in myself, you know, not in a necessarily a sharing space, just more of reaching out. Okay, how can I explain it? Sometimes I feel like with the YouTube, I feel like there's an obligation to put out content to you guys and put out, whether it be layout pages and things like that. And I tend to put my other creative endeavors on hold because I always felt like if I have a free moment in time, I was obligated to make a layout and obligated to put a video out for you guys because I adore you guys. You guys have been fantastic. You've welcomed me into the YouTube world. There's a whole bunch of you that put lovely comments on here. I love hearing from you, but it was feeling kind of like boxed in, and maybe that's where I'm at. And so I've just been having fun in the last month, just puttering, catching up on classes, which is paid content that I can't share, and just doing things that are meaningful, like the journal, that I don't necessarily want to put out in the YouTube ethers. You know, if I'm writing about how my day at work went and I'm going a little bit more in depth, then I'd want to share on YouTube, that kind of stuff. So anyway, I'm going to try and find that happy balance between my happy space and getting more stuff out for you. And we will be working this week on getting you out Build a Page, and I'm going to hopefully get out a couple of them today. Tomorrow we have birthday parties to go to that will be some fun photos. The grandkids have all their birthdays within 1 month of each other, so Preston already had his. Dylan's is coming up on the 1st, and then Carter's is the following 1st of the following month. So they're having a joint birthday party tomorrow, and we're having Nerf wars. And Grandma bought a semi-automatic Nerf gun. I'm coming locked and loaded and ready for Nerf wars. So there should be some fun videos or pictures coming from that too. I may be biting off more than I can chew because I have a feeling the minute Grandma shoots the first bullet, I'm going to have a whole bunch of little 7, 8, and 9-year-olds shooting at me. We'll see. Anyway, thank you so much. Sorry this went long and rambling, but I just wanted to touch base with you before I go and do the share video for picking papers tomorrow, and we'll go from there. Have a great day, guys. Hope you're all in a good place. Hope your summer's been great. For those of you in Canada, I hope you are surviving the wildfires. We had the smell of the fires come in the other night that I had to close my windows, and I'm in Illinois, so it's coming south to us too. And for those of you in Hawaii, my prayers go out to you guys in Maui. And if you're in the lower California area, Arizona area with Hurricane Hillary coming in this weekend, please, please, please stay safe. And I worry about you guys and the flash floods. And anybody else out there, you know, I hope you're all safe. I know a couple of the other countries have had some wildfire issues. So please, everyone, I send my love, and we will see you tomorrow with Build a Page. Have a great day.